fix this chat, and we should be good to go. So fix the chat, you do this, you do this, and we're good. And I don't like that, but maybe leave a quick message. We can chill. And we'll pin that so then everyone can see it. That's the pinned message of the day here. Alright, so as you can see, we're back on Jira here. This is my stuff here. We're going to work on spawning trucks and obstacles. I think a good thing, what I really kind of thought of an idea, this will work for trucks and obstacles and stuff like that, but I kind of want to make a quick ramp just to like probably see if it would be cool to have a ramp that we jump on, huh? So that's, let's say a ramp goes like something like this, right? Very minimal bevel. This is a real steep one though, so maybe, oh come on, just like that. GZ, like that looks like a decent ramp. This looks like a little bit, maybe it needs to be sloped a little bit. GX and GY, a little sloped. There we go. We got ourselves like a ramp here, maybe like mirror it. Okay, and then like maybe, let's see, something like, oh, what I want is something like this. Oh, come on, why are you like that? Okay, it wants us to do this. Fine. Oh wait, the easier would probably be something like that, right? We have a ramp that looks cool. Probably want this part to be down. Alright, so there we go. We're going straight in here. Welcome to everyone and no one at the same time here. Alright, so we got our ramp. Let's bring this part out a little bit to make it online with all this stuff here. And then looks good, and now we need just colors on it. Okay. So let's see what our UVs look like. Oh, they're here. Okay. So maybe like try like something like red on the outside and like a blue on the inside. I like this kind of blue. A super ramp here. Maybe we'll have like an arrow or like a couple of these things here. Or like yellow. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. I don't know if this is the final one, but we got like a little ramp here. That's consistent one here. Let's see. Something like this. This. Oh. I know, this is not the final version anyway, so what's the point? But sometimes you gotta be a little OCD to keep up with the OCA. If you know what I MEAN. Alright, that looks fine. You know, it's not like it's like a Spider-Man or something. Some kind of ramp here. But it'll get the job done. Maybe get like, you know, I could come here and edit it a million times, but I think we got the gist of it, and we can always replace it later. This is just, you know, a little ramp. There we go. Our game's not even open yet. Slacking. So the ramp, does it give you a boost? Does it not? We have a couple seconds to think about it. Does it give you a boost? Well, first let's just get it spawning. You know, I think that's... So when we spawn a ramp... Well, let's see here. All right. So when we spawn a ramp... Hard to see. We spawn a ramp. Oh, man. Just turn this down here. And this... And it's we need a better brush here. Okay, clone stamp, yeah. No, let's do like a... I don't have any brushes. Is that what's going on here? Alright, whatever. Sure, okay. You kind of took away all my brushes. We don't have time now. Alright, so... The idea is... We're going to go into this spawner that spawns cars. Let's see. So we're going into the spawner that spawns cars. Once this loads, okay. Bigger for you. Okay. So we have on scene loaded. Okay, we're running spawner. When the scene loads, we're running spawner. We're spawning the car. Now what we want to do is we want to set a lane to be empty or open, right? So here we have spawn points, right? And so we want a spawn point. So let's go to spawn point, and we'll say public bool closed. We'll get private set. Okay, and then basically we'll say public void spawn obstacle maybe, and then on the obstacle we're gonna let's make an obstacle really quick. So let's go environment. We'll just make another folder. Make another folder, call it obstacles. Can you guys not hear me? Is this super low? Let me just make sure that I'm not talking to myself right now. Environment. We'll just make another folder. Make another folder, call it obstacles. Can you guys not hear me? Is this super low? Let me just make sure that I'm not talking to myself right now. Environment. Is that better? Make another folder, call it obstacles. Can you guys not hear me? Is this super low? Let me just make sure that I'm not talking to myself right now. Environment. Is that better? Make another folder, call it obstacles. Can you guys not hear me? All right, I think there's got to be like a... talking to myself right now. Environment. Is that better? Make another folder, call it obstacles. Can you guys not hear me? All right, I think there's got to be like a... talking to myself right now. Environment. Is that better? All right, I think there's got to be... Is that better? All right. I'm thinking this is good. Okay. All right, so now desktop audio, let's turn that on. All right, my bad guys. All right, so we want a folder, we're gonna call it obstacles. We're gonna create an obstacle here. Let's see. I honestly want to make this like an interface. Probably easier to declare, you know, different kinds of things, obstacles, and not have to like worry about inheritance, which I hate. I do hate inheritance. Let's say transform, get. Okay. Let's just see. We might need some functionality or not. So now we're going to call this one ramp. It's I obstacle. Okay. And so basically on this obstacle, we're going to actually have a spawn point. We're going to get, we're going to have a void set spawn point. Takes in a spawn point. There we go. So now we're going to know which one we're blocking. So let's do that. Spawn point is equal to get private set. Alright, that's fine. We actually don't need to set a spawn point then. That should be good. Well, so now we spawn obstacle. Let's just do it. Very indecisive, but it's good. You know, we just gotta knock it out. Make some stuff here. Void set spawn point. We'll take in a spawn point. That's cool. All right. And so really, it's just spawn point is equal to spawn point. So closed equals true. I will say instantiate the obstacle. So we'll say obstacle is equal to instantiate obstacle type, and we want to do the same thing as always. So let's look at the road manager mono, or what is it? What is it? Fuel. How this starts? Is it the boost? Something on start. It's not the player boost, but it's the actual boost. On awake, it's doing that. But can't we just do that here? And then we just want to get component I obstacle. All right, something like that. Then we want obstacle dot set spawn point to this, and while this basically it's blocked, after it's like teleported backward. So after we see it, it's going to be behind us. So on that teleport backwards, we don't. So what we want to do is void unblock spawn point. All right, we want that, and we want to go back to ramp. We want to make sure that we have that. Something like this. And then spawn point equals null. Alright. So now we're going to do this. We're going to unblock it. And so now we have this. And the ramp will basically, let's say, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, so let's say every time we teleport, which we have as an event called it's on road, I think it's like road manager or something. Hit trigger. Okay, so when we hit trigger, let's do a wake. We'll call it event road hit trigger plus equals on hit trigger. On destroy, the same thing. Let's just do this. Okay. So we're going to hit the trigger. We have the chunk. We're going to compare our Z position to player Z position. If we are less than player.z minus 100, then unblock. I think that's that. So let's say transform, let's say if transform.position.z is less than player singleton.instance.transform position.z minus 100. I'm going to unblock spawn point. And spawn point. Yeah? Tell him to. Yeah, you should draw. Tell him I said to. All right. Tell him I said. We're back. So we're going to unblock the spawn point. And so now we'll say, where is it? Spawn manager here. We're going to say while point, let's do this. Spawn point, okay, is not or equals null or point dot closed. Then we're going to find a random point. So while point is null, point is closed. We're going to do that. Then once we do that, we're good. Potential blocker. Make sure at least one point is always open. That's where we can do this. So here we're going to spawn obstacle. So we'll do a private async task spawn obstacles async. All right. We're going to do the same. So while run spawner, let's do that. We have our spawn delay. First, we want to check if any closed spawn points then we're just going to continue, wait, and continue. So we're going to say for each var spawn point in spawn manager spawn points, we'll say all closed was false or true. If spawn point closed, all closed equals false. Yeah, and then we're just going to break out. So break. And then otherwise, if all closed, we're going to await task dot delay. We'll say 2000 milliseconds. Turn this into some other value, but for now it's okay. And then we're going to continue. Or all open. If it's closed, okay, so all open is true. If one is closed, then all open is false. We break. If all open, if not all open, then we're gonna wait. And now we only want one to be open, like one to be closed. So now we'll say let's try that. So let's go. We're back. Where are we? Here. Okay. Let's just go here. We'll just do this. Public static spawn point. Get random spawn point. So random spawn point. Okay. And then we go back to spawn manager mono. We can turn this to spawn manager dot random spawn point. Okay. Here we'll do our spawn point random is equal to spawn manager random spawn point. Okay. Then we're going to random.spawn obstacle. And we'll say, do we want a random obstacle? We'll say spawn a random obstacle. But for now, we're just going to spawn a ramp. So we'll go to Unity, which closed, I guess. Unity crashed. Well, that's part of it. That's cool. So we have this. Already fixed it. La 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 la. All right, so we got that. Now we'll just go to settings, not this settings. We'll go to scripts, settings. We got that, so let's make another one. Settings, obstacles. Okay. Come on. There we go. Scriptable object. We're gonna do this. We'll just take that. Do this. Call this obstacles. Call this obstacles. Okay. We want a ramp prefab. Okay. And we want to be able to access it from settings. So we'll go here, do this nonsense. Call this settings obstacles. Change all of these. All right, change this. That's good. Okay. There's this. We got it. So now in Spawn Manager Mono, we can do this. Settings, obstacles, ramp prefab. We can set it equal to, or it's already getting set to that. The ramp prefab, we need to make it, where is it? Ramp. Okay. And then here, let's go here. Where's our ramp? Right here, open file location. We have a ramp. Call it ramp, just for now. I want it in a folder. Put that here. All right. And let's look in our scene. Let's put our ramp in here. Okay. And I want to make sure that our ramp is like spawning on the ground. Let's say 1. Let's say 0. Probably okay. Let's move it up just a hair. Okay. Call this ramp. Put a ramp on it. And make it a prefab. Obstacles. Oh, did it not? Obstacles. Alright, we got ramp as an obstacle. We gotta go to obstacles, scripts, obstacles, resources, settings, and obstacles. There we go. Let's put our ramp here. Let's make it look the same as the other ones. Alright. So now we should be seeing a ramp. Sometimes I just want to see here. And then we say, give it a chance, so we'll say or random range 0 to 100 is less than, so we only want it 30% of the time. For now, let's say 0, and we'll spawn it a bunch. We can change that. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna, hopefully we'll get a ramp. It doesn't have a collider on it, but we should be able to get one somewhere. See it spawning? Oh, now we're calling it. Yeah, that's good. Oh, it's gonna wait. Okay, let's go here. Let's go. Where's spawn manager? Here we go. Spawn obstacles. Pop that on this guy. Spawn obstacles. Spawn manager, where did you go? Here we got this. Okay. There we got that. Spawn manager mono. Change this to run spawner. Change this to public. Get private set. And we're going to get that. We'll say serialized field, private, spawn manager mono, spawn manager. It's fine. And if we do this, now we're good there. On start, we'll do await spawn obstacles async. Okay, and we'll see what other things we need from here. Let's just do this here as well. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do this. Okay. Should be good. I just want to make sure. So okay. All right, let's try this. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh, it's backwards. They're backwards. Also, they have no collider on them. So let's look at this. Will just a mesh collider work? Or is it going to be a big pain in the butt? I should just do, box collider is fine. And then, can we rotate it? Doesn't let you rotate it. Alright, let's try mesh collider. Let's give that a go. Convex. And see what's up. Hello, viewer. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, it's backwards. Great. Let's turn it around. So on the spawn. Well, let's just turn this around. So what was that, like 180 on the Y? This is 0. This is 0. I think when we spawn it, so we're spawning the car, we're setting this here. So let's do that. We're doing spawn obstacles. We want I obstacle is equal to that. Here we're gonna go back to spawn point. We'll have this be I obstacle. We'll return obstacle. Perfect. Okay. And we're just gonna say obstacle dot transform dot local rotation. So we'll say new route is equal to obstacle dot transform dot local rotation dot. Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what? Let's just see. So if we turn it here 180, let's just see what happens. I don't see any obstacles. Why not? Spawned obstacle. And all this other BS. I think I'm not spawning in the right spot. That would be my guess. Okay, say obstacle dot transform dot position equal to random dot transform dot position obstacle dot transform dot rotation equal to random dot transform dot rotation. We'll say vector 3 new route is equal to, well, we could just do this. So instead of here, have that be 0. And then here, this is 180. Also, I want to move this. That's fine. It's okay for now. So let's see. Oh man, it's backwards again. Why? Why? So let's turn this back to 0. Oh, because 180. Yeah, 180 would be that. So now 0. All right, let's see. Crashed. Too many waits. Too many while loops. It's fine. It's fine. We just have to go to where the destruction happens. Do that. Go to tags. Ramp. Ramp. And see what happens when I make this. First, this needs to go here. This gets turned off. This gets turned off. That's not working. So that's on. Ramp. Ramp. To me, that looks like a ramp. So hopefully, rigid body likes it. Oh wow, triple ramp. Yes, exactly the blocking thing that I noted. Okay, alright. So we need to make sure. here. Okay. So there we say. If not spawned, let me do all this. Otherwise, we're gonna wait task.delay 3 seconds, and m is spawned is equal to false. All right, let's try that. Okay. We have it. It's ramp. It's not ramp. What? It's ramp. It's ramp. If it's ramp. Well, let's see. Where does the explode happen? On crash. Let's say collision dot collider. Well, let's just do this. Here, there, and see. What do we get? Oh, it looked like it worked. Alright, let's try it out. Woo! Something's going wrong, but yes. Kind of what we wanted. Alright, so now let's lock. Where's the player? Can we lock this rotation on the X? What happens? Is it gonna not even jump on the ramp? There we go. Ooh. Went too far, but the ramp looks cool. I like the idea of a ramp. So we're on the way there. So now we have our movement, and then we have what were we doing? On hit trigger, right? So we have events, road, on hit trigger, find all references. Here we're calling this, let's just make this infinite. Because that's where the issue is. I mean, obviously, the issue is we're going to see the world. What's up, guys? I mean, so it's got definitely some work to do here, but we've got the gist of it here. All right, so we got ramp. Is that what we were trying to do? We were trying to do obstacles. I made ramps. Obstacles, ramps, what's the difference? One slows you down, one makes you jump really high in the air and makes it look really cool. So I'm going to say mission accomplished. Thank you guys for watching, whoever was here and whoever wasn't, and whoever's catching this on the replay. It was good. It was fun. Gonna keep going, working at it. Maybe someday soon here, we'll have some kind of game. So, thank you guys. Have a good night, good day, good week, whatever.